Okay, so this is going to be kind of sketchy. If everyone could get on it and then mute themselves and mute me.
What are we doing?
Don't just get on Google Hangout and then get into this, mute yourself, and I'll take. We'll start that way.
Is everyone?
Zahir is going to meet us on the Google Hangout.
I'll just listen.
So I saw some graphic where it
Okay,
said,
thank you.
learning curves and
Thank
like
you.
jQuery, and that was on Angular.
And like it's like you don't understand shit. Like,
Okay, check Twitter.
Well, then this other guy had it like, oh, Angular, this really looks promising. Oh, this is horrible. This project is doomed. And then, oh man, it's really cool.
Yeah.
You know, and that's been my.
Is Uncle Albert?
Okay, we're live, so be mindful of the words you say.
what the fuck do you mean?
That's a.
What are we discussing right now?
Huh?
What are we discussing right now?
Because that's how Zahir is going to join us, and then everybody else can. This is what we should have been doing a long time ago with the Google Hangouts. I can also eject people from it.
Oh, nice. So just eject you.
Yeah. It's like a couple minutes away. Hey, Lisa. We're live, so.
Oh, it seems right in keeping with the phone thing. You know, towards the end, I think you asked, "Oh, David, what do you think about that?" And I was like in the kitchen cleaning dishes because it was like, you know, you guys sorted out. And,
Remember,
you know,
we talked and we said it was more efficient for all of us to get together. That was, I can bring it up on the recording.
well, how many other things did people promise and didn't do?
I don't know. Probably not a lot because
It's not on your computer yesterday.
Oh, really? A Mac?
But all right, we'll talk to you. We'll be there. We're just gonna talk about it. We need someone who was at the meetings to.
It's pretty awesome to touch that.
You guys sorted out.
If you go
So,
to
The new touchpad.
Oh, okay.
So try to
Jim
make it.
underscore Hall 87 on Twitter, then you get it.
Yeah.
So,
Let's do it.
what's the name about it?
What's in about it? Touch.
Can you mute yours too,
once.
please?
Touch
Hmm?
again.
Oh, you're listening to old minutes. Never mind.
Touch. It is double touchdown on it,
Oh, okay.
and this is completely controlled by electronics inside. So if it's off, the touchpad doesn't do anything. Like you can't even click on it, nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
So there's actually a sensitivity sensor in it. So the harder you press, the harder the click is adjusted. So for example, if you draw something out, like muck up something.
Oh, that you've got a third dimension.
Yeah.
Wow. My stupid laptop, there's something wrong with the stupid touchpad, and so it gets stuck on the scroll bar on the right, and the thing's scrolling all over, and then it'll highlight the whole page, and it's just like driving me crazy.
It comes with all the neat things. It's pretty awesome. This is actually a pretty powerful computer.
Well, Macs, they make great stuff.
Yeah.
Expensive stuff.
Very expensive stuff, sadly, but their hard manufacturing from Apple is amazing. I'm not too happy with the software, but the hardware manufacturing.
Oh, that's from the other day.
So hopefully Gary will get on, and then this will be with the new message from somebody. Anyway, nope. Okay, so we're here to talk about the meeting, which I didn't go to, so I don't really know.
I can brief you quickly what happened.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second, okay.
Well, Martin, we meet again.
Yes.
Speak aloud though, okay? I take
Shall I
notes.
scream?
Well, that's
No
so weird. I've
screaming.
seen an after image of myself.
Yeah.
Unless
so
you're
fucking creepy,
ice
right?
creaming.
Huh?
You can ice cream. Chocolate.
So what happened on Thursday? We met with Kim from the aquarium, and she kind of gave us a spiel of what the fish hack is, and that she has no idea how to run it and no idea what it actually is, which was pretty amazing.
Okay.
So we gonna merge and overtake the fish hack, and I think Sahir communicated with Code for America, so it actually still is counted as a Civic Hackathon, and we are extending from Saturday all the way from Friday to Sunday.
So our workload just increased by tenfold.
Triple.
No, it didn't.
No?
Now it's a very, very pretty part. The aquarium, because it's it's actually a worldwide hackathon. They already provide problem statements. They have 45 problem statements that people need to work on.
Oh, so everything is set already.
Yes, so we need to.
So we don't have to do. Oh, that's awesome. So they really only need volunteers.
No, they need organization team.
Okay.
They have space. They have the venue. They have a budget, but they have no idea how to run it.
Really. So Lisa probably can help out with all of this.
Correct. So what we discussed is how we can tackle this and how we're gonna do it. So we're probably gonna on Friday evening. We didn't set a time yet because nobody cares about a time at this point.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna have the kickoff, which means we're gonna talk a little about the hackathon and then have a group finding stage and problem taking stage. That continues all the way until Saturday at 6.
So, wow.
Let me finish. Because the aquarium is a very, very big organization and a very, very well-planned organization. We have to evacuate the premises at 5:30 because they're gonna hold a wedding reception in there. And we have to return by 10:30
PM?
p.m.
So 5:30 to 10:30, we take
break.
a break.
So I'll get to it in a second. And then it continues until Sunday noon.
So only one day we have to be out there early, and then the rest of the days we can be there pretty late.
We can stay through enough. We can camp there.
I'm not going to camp there. It's up the street from where I live.
Good for you.
But so we can do 24-hour, 72-hour, whatever, and then we can. So we can do a lot. I mean, everything.
The good thing is it actually helps us, give us time, and actually instead of having a half a day to work on stuff, you actually have now 2.5 days to work on stuff to actually knock something out instead of just talking about stuff. We will have it's competitive hackathon, so it will be split into groups of 45 people. And I mean, the group size isn't set yet because I still have to receive the codes of conduct and the rules of the hackathon. I requested them. I should have them by.
So, are you going to participate?
Depends.
Do you think you would be better served participating or helping organize this one? Both. I think you probably would be really invaluable as an organizer since you've won a bunch and you've been to a bunch. So you seem. I think this is the time to retire your belt and join the judges.
It's a trip to Chile or a trip to Spain. Not gonna give it up.
But anyways,
no.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the local one also has price. So the local one is a price hackathon, meaning on the line is hotel stays on the Queen Mary, trips on the Queen Mary.
Queen Mary doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. 4 months in relapse and all this kind of stuff. So it's some good prices there. I mean, it's nothing too fancy, but
Is that for the Civic side or is that
it's both.
for?
So as I just mentioned, this is going to be the Civic Hackathon, but because we are a beach city, we can actually work with the aquarium as a Civic Hackathon.
Okay.
And Code for America actually covers us with that. We already asked them, and they said, yes, that's possible. Let's do that, which is actually pretty good.
So I feel like our roles are now shifting from more of like we have all this worry because I heard from Zahir said via text message this is going to be really smooth now. Like they're taking care of food,
Yes.
taking care.
That was my hope, is that they would have the resources to have the structure, and then we could plug
We
in.
basically
so
now
who's
just run the
handling
event.
the planning of that?
No, it's all.
It's us. That's all us.
We have to plan the food too.
No.
Oh, they already have it ordered.
Please don't interrupt me.
Apologize.
It's like one of my pet peeves. Sorry, I wasn't done yet. Yes,
Okay, I didn't understand.
they will cater during the event, and in the 5-hour break that we have on the Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, we have budget to take the group either to Gladstone's. Gladstone's something, whatever. It's right next to fucking aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
Or we have a shuttle service going to Relapse where people can lay flat for like 5 hours. So because some people will be there overnight, and I don't know about you guys, but after 24 hours of knocking shit out, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go? Okay.
Yes.
I was going to reply by your role, but raise my hand.
No, just don't talk over me, that's all.
Gotcha. Okay. So for basically what you're saying is Relapse can be a recovery sort of station.
Zahir offered that, yes. Zahir and Lincoln offered that in those 5 hours, because nobody will be in Relapse on a Saturday night, we actually have a shuttle going from the aquarium to Relapse to let people just sleep more or less on the couches and beanbags there.
Didn't think that was going to be that loud.
And yeah, so that is probably, so people can choose either they want to go to dinner with the group or they can just go like that. And the only problem we then have is getting people from Relapse back to the aquarium.
It's like a walk.
It's either a walk, but it'll walk at like 10 at night.
Oh.
Or get a taxi or whatever.
Correct. So we actually
somebody drives under.
Yeah. So we were talking about getting a sponsor for Uber or Lyft.
That's it here.
Okay.
Hey, here. Good. Are you listening? Well, that's kind of useful in its own regard. I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Go ahead.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, man.
Hey.
Okay, so we met with Kim yesterday at the aquarium. We had
Yes.
So, going off of our meeting on Thursday that we had, the plans are still the same. We want to partner up. They're actually going to sponsor the entire event. So, meaning food, the prizes. Well, they need help with this facilitating the actual event. And by that, now our main focus now is to reword the online process, so that way we can drill down and get more information as far as the participants signing up. We originally thought that we would have about 50 participants. We actually narrowed that down after the walkthrough. One of the things that I noticed is the power is kind of limited. For 50 to 60 people, I don't think they have enough power outlets. So budget-wise, they actually prefer to have anywhere from 30 to 40 participants, and then about 10 of us as far as facilitating. So that is actually that's still about 50 people, but not 50 participants as far as coders. And that also makes a difference on the prizes as well. They have about 3 to 4 prize levels. She's going to send over the prize levels next week. The main prize, of course, being competing on a national level for the trip for Chile, and I believe one other destination they have the option to go in. So for Saturday they have an event there where it's not actually in the same location as where we're going to be set up, but however the restrooms are being shared, so they would like us to actually leave the facility, leave the aquarium from about 5:30 to about 10 p.m. So what we're going to do, they're going to sponsor George's, the Greek restaurant right on Pine, to cater food at night. So people would have the options to eat, hang out, socialize. There's also going to be a panel discussion with the scientists and some other people that are in the aqua community. That is going to be that they have one person, and they actually have a chef, some big time chef coming down from San Diego, who's going to be on the panel as well. So they're going to give us all the information in regards to the panel discussion, and who's going to be on the panel. Media and city people are going to be there. We're keeping that number. Looks like we're going to keep that number to about 60 to 70 people at the dinner. Coders that wish to just rest and kind of eat, not really participate in the social panel meetup, will have the option to just rest, either hang out at WeLab and just for the rest, or upstairs at May. Probably be a little bit quieter, more mellower to go to WeLab. So they'll have that option for that 4.5-hour block. So essentially, at this point, what we need to do is to just identify project leads. The teams are going to be from 2 to 4 people teams. So we would need roughly 7 to 10 project leads. So, any questions so far?
Yes. We need to then see how the teams are being made up. So
You should sign up as a team.
I don't think you should sign up as a team. You should find a team at the event or sign up as a team.
I didn't hear you clearly. I'm sorry.
How do you want the teams to be structured? Because I don't think we should choose a project lead, but a project lead should be chosen by the team.
Based on the task.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So like you could.
So because I'd say teams are being built at the event on Friday night, and
Okay.
I would say those teams choose their own lead, because if we choose randomly some leads, that's not going to do well.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, I think one of the reasons why we would want to choose a project lead first is we really need to make sure that we hit our mark as far as participants. So it's a tricky thing because we don't want to go over because they don't have the budget for 60, 70 people to feed and to facilitate this. And then also too the actual where we're doing the hacking, it doesn't even hold 60 people. So
No,
it's one of those things where we want to kind of gauge our participant level and engaging in. Did you say something?
I don't think that's correct. Yes, we only have room for 30 to 40 people, but we can limit the signups to 30 to 40 people, and within those 30 to 40 people, we choose the project leads are being chosen by themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, I think one of the goals that we identified yesterday is to have the teams formed beforehand. I'm with you. I mean,
That's not going to happen.
I made that statement yesterday that we should form. Normally, how it works, right, is that if we form teams the day of.
Correct.
So that's one of the things that So I mean, and that's not a problem. If that's the best approach, then I'm all for best practice, best approach. So
yeah, you will have some teams who are formed beforehand, but 80% of the participants will either know nobody there or know one person there, and
I agree.
that's why you always want to form teams at the hackathon, not beforehand.
Yeah, and this meeting's a good example of people might say they do something, but something else actually happens. So let's deal with the reality of the day.
I would really recommend that we form teams at there, and we limit each team to 4 people, and they then tell us who their team lead is, and that's about it.
Okay. That sounds good. So one thing for us to be organized in is that we should definitely have the problem statements and have projects, kind of lined up so that way people can just choose what they want and make it an easy process.
I can handle that. So we have the 25 problem statements from them, and all of them are almost 2-page dossiers. And let's be honest, nobody's going to read that from them. If they get there in the evening, they're not going to read that. What I can do, I can sit down over one of those weekends, read all through them and condense them to like a single paragraph or whatever.
Are they like pages for each?
Like that's too much, way too much.
Oh, so then that summary, the person can say, I want that paragraph or that one.
I want this problem or this or this and this.
Okay.
Because if you have a 2-page dossier for 25 projects, you're not going to read that.
Well, if you're willing to volunteer to do that, that would be very helpful.
Yeah.
And because we need to work within those 25 problem statements. People can't suddenly just choose their own project, which is, well, I mean, that's what it is. But yeah, we definitely need to condense them, else it's too much. It can be bullet points, and if once they choose the project, we can give them the full dossier. But before that, there's no point in letting them read all 25 of them.
I think you have enough.
So when would you have that done? So that's all that's needed on that day? I mean, is it basically then just our task is just going to be rounding up people and showing up?
Yep. And then corralling the event if we have to. I don't think we're going to, I think it's probably going to be more like a formal hackathon now. Like we have all the structure, we have all the experience, and now we just sit back and cruise.
Attending and participating.
Yeah.
Good.
This is actually a lot better. Like we have a lot.
Well, that was my hope. Is
Yeah.
they have the resources to have the structure, and then we just plug in.
So now it's a lot smoother. Is basically what we're talking about.
Yes.
So, this is Laura. So do you already have the documentation on the problem statements and the data sources if there is data?
I have no data source yet.
Okay.
That's why I haven't read all 25 yet. I have gone through 4 of them. There's some really interesting problems in there that are actually really cool stuff to work on.
Okay.
And I think if we condense them down, it should be pretty straightforward.
Is there other type of work that needs to be done with those prior to the event? In other words,
I don't know yet. I can tell them after it off.
Okay.
James?
What about things like graphic art? And
That's why you hopefully have common designers in.
So we just kind of hope on that designers come.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, real quick. One thing too, in that as far as we're gonna revise the registration process, so we'll kind of know who is going to be coming as far as skill sets.
I like
The
that.
people that have already registered, we'll send them an email. Either this probably Monday, by Monday or Tuesday, we'll send out an email just asking people to fill out we'll do it. It's going to be a Google form.
A skills summary or a survey, basically.
Question: why don't you do it via Eventbrite? So, and you just have a designer ticket, a developer ticket, a setter ticket.
Well, I mean, I use Eventbrite, but I think Google form would be better.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think it would be better.
Okay, I just meant because. Oh yeah, no, whatever.
And then we can share it. Yeah, we can share it and whatnot. So they have an event page set up, of course. They have a registration button. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna have that registration button from their page just redirect to a Google form.
Okay.
That's it. I think that concludes our meeting. I don't think we need to discuss anymore. I think we'll just wait for the next broadcast, and we have to work on our communication. I think that's something for whatever we do next. The only thing as we move forward, my only thing is we just need to work on our communication. We have to be sure that everyone's on the same page at all times. That's my only thing I bring to this.
So here, question: how is the internet connection?
You said the internet connection?
Yeah, how is it over there?
It's pretty strong, and they one of the facility he might have been an IT person. He said he can bump it up to be even faster than what it is now.
Okay.
So I had a couple of devices and just kind of playing around with it, and it seems to be pretty strong. So
Okay.
he said as far as bandwidth, we won't have an issue. So we will as far as asking people to bring surge protectors and whatnot, I don't think we're going to need to do that. I think they will be able to provide us with surge protectors, extension cords that we will need for power.
I also have like 4 or 5 lying around at home that I can bring.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should just bring some just in case. I like to have some. So
Put your name on it.
people that are involved with the planning process, if we just bring it to you, I think we'll be okay.
Alright.
And as far as AV is concerned, they have the room is
Can be a
fully
problem
equipped,
if we
with the
It's in
AV
the
to
brand, though. They have to, like,
monitor and whatnot,
Right.
so we'll be
It's
okay.
proven.
Their business.
Test? No. All right, Zira. That's it for now. We'll talk to you guys later. We'll communicate over Google Docs and stuff.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
I got it.
Bye.
Good night.
Well, cool.
That makes our